Welcome to the BizCubed weekly webinar series. Today I'm going to discuss building a simple dashboard using Community Dashboard Editor. We will review the following steps. First, what are CTools and CDE, and how to install and update the different CTools and CDE into a Pentahole installation. Finally, we are going to do a demonstration on how to create a simple CDE dashboard. So first, let's have a look at the CTools. So CTools is a collection of library and applications designed for building business intelligence solution with the Pentahole BI suite. CTools and CDE are developed by a Pentahole partner called Web Details. So here
This is what we see as both screens.
Here I'm going to show you the web page of the Web Details. Here you can download all the CDE and CTools components, and also this tutorial on how to install that. So in today's tutorial, we will be using CDE and CDA, which are two major components of the CTools. And to install the CTools, there's a tool called CTools Installer, which can be used to automatically install and update the different CTools. So if you go to the web page at GitHub, you should be able to find the CTools installer. So I'm just opening the web page on GitHub. So here is the tool called CTools installer.sh. So if you follow these steps and run the script, it will automatically install the CDE and the other components into your Pentahole installation. You can also install the CDE components by manually unpack the major components you downloaded from the Web Details. So next, we are going to show you a demo which we will be building a dashboard based on steel wheels sample data. We will create a simple dashboard that measures sales by market. So first, I'm going to log in BizCubed internal website, and here we can build the CDE dashboard.
Is there a way to make this bigger, like so that you're not split between this one and this one? See, they see your laptop.
So here is the main screen of the Pentahole, and after you install the CDE, you can see a button on top of the menu, and with the name CDE. So if you click CDE, then you will see the workspace for CDE. That's the Community Dashboard Edit. So basically, a CDE dashboard is an HTML page. This HTML page contains some components like the layout and the components, and also the data source. So if you have some basic knowledge of web technologies, such as HTML, CSS, and JavaScript that will help you to achieve greater result. So let's create a new dashboard by clicking the new. Just press OK to confirm it. Now, here is the resolution folders. This is same as the one you saw on the left panel of the Pentahole system. So we navigate to webinar folder and give it a file name called sales by market and a title sales by market dashboard. Description is optional. So after we create that file, the first thing usually we do is to save it. Now, if you close it and then refresh your Pentahole repository, you should be able to see the dashboard you just created. So click webinar, and here you can see the dashboard. So if we double click it, it's blank because we haven't put anything inside. So close it and let's right click the file and edit it. Now, as we said, the CD dashboard is a dashboard that contains three major components. The layout, it basically defines static HTML blocks that the dynamic parts of the dashboard can hook into. So we can either manually create rows and columns in the page, or we can simply click this button to apply a template. So here we select the two-column template. So we click this one and press OK to confirm. Save it again. Now let's preview the template. So now we have the layout with a title and two panels and a footer. So the next step will be the components. CDE components are the dynamic parts of the dashboard, and usually the entities that render and display data. So here we are going to use the community chart components, and the first chart will be bar chart. Now let's give it a name. It's called bar chart sales, and the width of the chart 270 and the same height. And another major field that need to change is the HTML object. So HTML object is the field that connecting to the layout. So if you click the HTML object, you will see a list of fields that can be used to place this chart. So these places are actually columns that we defined in the layout. So if you go back to the layout, and here you can see 5 rows, and the first row contains the title. Then let's navigate to the body. Here are 2 columns called panel 1 and panel 2. If you preview this page, in the middle, the left one is the panel 1, and the second one should be the panel 2. Now, let's go back to components. So here we are creating a bar chart, and if we put the panel 1 in the field of HTML object, the chart will then be placed on the panel 1 position. So let's save it first. But right now, we still don't have anything can be shown or can be used to generate the bar chart because we haven't defined our data source. So here comes the third major components. That's the data source. CD supports a wide variety of data sources, including SQL, MDX queries, and the most powerful catalog transformations. So on the left column of the data source page, you can see the list of the supported data source. In this demonstration, we are going to use MDX query as our data source. So let's select the MDX over Mandarin Jindy. First, let's define the name of the data source. Let's call MDX query cells. And the Mandarin schema, let's select the steel wheels. That's the default schema provided by the Pentahole installation. And the Jindy is the sample data. That's also provided by Pentahole installation by default. So basically, Jindy is a technique that's used to hold database connections outside the report definition. So once you create the Jindy connection, it can be shared and used by multiple reports or dashboards. And you don't have to create every time when you create a new report or dashboard. Now, after we defined a data source, here we use the Jindy, and then we need to define the query. Go back to the webinar. So luckily we have saved every step. So if we click the dashboard we just create and edit it, we should still be able to see all the major steps we have done. So if you go to the data source and MDX and create a new MDX data source. So let's give it a name, MDX cells, and monitoring schema, COUs. And this is before we continue. So the next important step is the query. Here we need some MDX query to select the data that we need. There are several different ways to get those MDX queries. For example, the easiest way is the copy paste from whatever you thought, for example, what you used in other reports. So here I'm going to use one I create for a test dashboard. So here you can see in this query we select all the times and all years on the columns and marked on the rows. So if we select all of them and paste into our dashboard. And after that, I'm going to show you another very useful way to generate the MDX query. So if you go to the menu of the Penthouse system, click File, and click New on the Analysis view. This analysis view is a very powerful tool that it can automatically generate MDX queries for you. So here, if we select the COUs, and if you click the OLAP navigator, you should be able to see a visualizer interface with all the columns and the rows and the corresponding data set generating. You can also click the button to do the filter or change the row to column. Now, if we need the MDX query, click the MDX button. Here you will see the MDX query. You can also edit the MDX query by remove anything that you don't need or add any additional columns that you want. So let's go back to our demo. Oops, I think I forgot to copy this query. Now, if we paste this query, into our SQL wizard. So I think I'm not familiar with this new Apple machine, so I cannot do the paste. But let's go to this test dashboard, and you should be able to see the same query here. So let's save it. So after you save, create and save a new data source, you will see a new file generated in the control system. For example, here it's you can see a file called test.pda. That's a community data source edit. If we double click this one, select the query that we just built, so it will generate and fetch the data for you. Now, since we already have the layout and the component, that's the chart, and we have also defined the data source for this chart, which should be ready to preview the dashboard we just created. So this dashboard, this one is actually a dashboard that I built for this webinar. So it has same content, same data source, but what the difference is, I have another additional pie chart, and I also changed the title of this dashboard to be my first CD dashboard and change the food. So let me show you how to change the title and change the food and the color inside. So let's go back to the layout. So the layout has 5 rows, and the first row contains the title. If you click the edit, we can type any title we need here. For example, sales by market dashboard. And for the footer, that's in the last row, we click to navigate to the position, hold the image. So here at the right column, you can see HTML, which defines the position of the image and also the size. Like here we define the height to be 50, and the width also has been changed to 100. The other stuff can be changed. For example, the background color. So click panel, to select any color that you like. So just for test, so you can see that the title has been changed, the color changed, and we also put a link and logo that link to our BizCubed.com.au website. So let's save it and let's finalize it. So sorry about the introduction of the in the middle, but we will release this dashboard source on our website, so you can download and restore it into your penthouse system. So after you download this source, basically there are several files and a folder called webinar. You can just unpack this webinar folder and files into the penthouse solution folder. So after you download this file, that file will be put on our website about a few days later, and after you put it into the penthouse solutions folder and do the refresh, you should be able to see the same report here. And after that, you can edit or change to anything, any depth source you like, and to have a play with that. So thank you for joining us today. That concludes my presentation about building a simple dashboard using Community Dashboard Editor. Thank you.